Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this specimen before us is none other than Frank Zane. Three-time Mr. Olympia champion, he was something special. Compared to those other guys, he is a Rolex among Casios, I am here to tell you. Obviously very special for back then, but for today's video, we are going to stick Frank Zane in today's lineups. We're going to put him in the 2024 Mr. Olympia Men's Classic Physique division. And obviously you can see here, this is your top two, Mike Sommerfeld and Chris Bumstead. And obviously there's going to be some advancements, the size of the legs, things of that nature. These guys are all pulling vacuums, for goodness sakes. But Frank brings something different, something special, for sure. And sizing, a little bit of an issue. You got to keep in mind, guys, Frank Zane, he was probably about 5'9", but he did not ride the horse, as some people say. You know, bows the knees out. He held his legs pretty straight, so it's gonna make sizing a little bit difficult, but I guess you guys could give me a break on that one. This is a fan request, so thank you guys. Fan requested, fan Tuesday. So get this video up to, we'll say 300 likes. We'll do the remaining requests. And before I begin with the rest of the top four, we'll put Frank Zane in the top 5. I would like to shout out Superset Man. This guy, Superset Man, he does a lot of videos of this nature and all kinds of different comparisons. So go over and subscribe to his channel. Good dude too. So without further ado, this is Frank Zane in today's lineup at the 2024 Mr. Olympia event. And front relaxed, I don't see much relaxing going on with today's bucks. You can see looks like they're hitting a front lat spread. Huh? That would be the argument. If you competed back then, you would say, well, you're posing here. You're supposed to be front relaxed. And there should be some sort of, they should tell them you should have to pose this way. Men's open? Fine. Ride the horse. Classic physique? Pose like Frank Zane. Look at the abs. You tell me who has the best set of abs. But I guess we're almost 3 minutes in, so go to the front double biceps pose with not only Mike Sommerfeld, but we have Ors Kalachinsky's Baby Plays and Ramon Dino. Haven't heard much about Ramon Dino lately, but I guess we'll see how he does against Frank Zane. And yes, I have to use that word special again. Frank Zane, he really sticks out to me. Obviously, he's not going to have the size the other guys in the wheels. But you know what? The way he's holding them here, he looks pretty good. Look at the abs. Am I trying to oversell this guy from the 70s? Give him a break, folks.
He's old. And probably bald.
Well, actually, no, he's got a full head of hair. I think he was into some sort of Rogaine or something of that nature. But anyway, took me a little while to colorize this picture of Frank Zane. It's actually a black and white one. I even colored his little tiny posing trunks. You guys don't like that? Alright. It's pretty good. Anyway, yes, Frank Zane, he looks pretty darn special in this pose. Go to the back. Hurting for certain. I mean, for his time, people used to say, or they would suggest anyway, they'd say, gee, she's got some striated glutes. Then they'd probably lynch that guy. Know what I'm saying? The phobia people back then, they were a little bit too much. But yes, Frank Zane, back for back, it's just a different ball game. He kind of has a similar back to Ramon Dino, or I guess the way he's posing it. Well, maybe not. But it is a different ball game altogether. Have a close-up shot of Frank with the top two. Wow. They're just like alien creatures now. Those little striated glutes. If you showed somebody back then, if you walked out like that, his rigid bum looks like an old rigid ship. Yeah. So yes, sounds like Max Muscle's been into something. Little bit of powdered sugar, but all seriousness, Frank Zane has a smashing Christmas tree here, and you notice his arm, it's overlapping Chris Bumstead's. That is high technology, guys. All new technology. With computerizations and everything, what we got going on in the world today, I mean, this is as good as they can do. Here's the abs and thigh. Ooh, I like this. You can see Frank Zane giving a nice little twist. You notice that? That beautiful little twist? And I can hear you guys now. But Max Mueslix cereal with milk, almond that is. You missized this one. You put Frank Zane's feet down too low. Well, don't worry about that right now. Like I said, old, leave him alone. Let me missize him just this once. This is his pose. This is his shot. He's beating everybody with sheer beauty, sheer design. Actually, let's have a little close-up. Top 3. Oh, look at this, guys. You can see Bumstead does the vacuum. Zane would look over, and he'd laugh. I can't really do a Frank Zane accent, or impression, rather. He'd be like, I'm the best. He whistles. I think he whistles a little bit when he talks. Maybe not. His vacuum is taking Bumstead's to school. So that's it, guys. Frank Zane in today's lineup. Certain poses, I guess they're using the vacuum seal of approval. The vacuum seal of approval. In the final shot, which is the classic pose. Hit your favorite classic pose, folks. And I just don't buy that. They should have several classic mandatory poses. One could be the vacuum, but I guess they use that for their abs and thigh. So they should do a tilted rear double bi, a front lat spread, a single arm bicep. I don't know. Do your individual ones, but you can't really compare it. Can ya? You can't compare a pomegranate with a little raisins. It just doesn't work. Doesn't jive. Hey, I think I edited some fake feet in here for Frank Zane. You guys wouldn't even notice that. Would you have? If I hadn't mentioned it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Marks Max, little bit off today. Little bit off. Love and appreciate all you guys and comments, requests, negative, positive. It's all good. Have a nice one.